So, but it doesn't matter because, you know, I'm in Hollywood and I feel like I live in paradise, and I teach boxing and I do art. So my life's really brilliant, actually. And I've got a really cool dog as well called Mouse that I just adopted as well. So, because nobody wanted her at the shelter. She was the last one. It was her last day, basically. So
I bet Steve Spiro would be happy to hear you adopted it.
I have to tell you, Steve, she wouldn't be alive today if it wasn't for Steve, actually, because, well, she would, but it was, when I adopted her, she was really thin and skinny, and she was about, they said she was about 14, and I thought she was just this skinny little dog. And then I took her to the vet, and it transpired that she had cancer, which we didn't know, and they operated on her, and she's fine now. And now she's getting kind of, not quite sure what kind of dog she is. Actually, she's morphing into quite a big dog. And Steve was really kind, and his charity helped pay for her operation. So, and that came from out of the blue. He's amazing. And he kind of said, yes, of course, we'll help you. You've fostered loads of our dogs for us in the past. We'd love to help you. So little Mouse is now not so little Mouse after and she's blossoming into this glossy little seal, really. So yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's incredible what Steve did for you. That's yes. Really, he's just a really nice and humble person.
Well, it was kind of the way it happened as well. We're talking about the whimsy of happenstance, because I took her to the vet because she was going to get spayed, and the vet had COVID. So he brought his friend in to do it, who was an 80-year-old man. And it just happened to be a vet surgeon. And when they operated on her and they realized it was really serious, my vet said I could never have done it, but just because my friend had come in. So the circumstances happened so that we saved her life, really. And then Steve got involved. So it was just the whimsy of happenstance that we saved Mouse's life.
That's great. You should have seen when I was in Yellowstone last month, almost 2 months ago at this point. When I was in Yellowstone, I saw a lot of wildlife. I saw grizzlies, bison, grizzlies, black bear, bison, elk, bison, and bison. Oh, and I forgot one other animal, bison. Oh, and don't forget about bison.
Did you see a bison at all? Any bison? I've heard they're there.
Yeah, you know. Oh, I forgot one other animal, bison. Oh, and don't forget about bison.
So seeing them in their natural habitat must be amazing. It's like we never see things like that, do we?
Yeah, I don't know why people hunt those things. They're beautiful creatures.
No, I don't understand. It's beyond me. It's like they've got something missing in there. Actually, this tattoo is Cecil. It's Cecil the lion that was hunted. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. When did you have that done?
I had it done after I lost weight, because when I was overweight, I felt like a buffalo.
Oh, yes. Oh, that is brilliant.
Look at this. Yep.
Wow.
Hustle.
Yeah. Isn't it brilliant? Oh.
It is brilliant. Oh, and I also saw a bald eagle.
Oh, wow. Is that not the symbol of America?
It is. It is.
Yeah. Wow, you had the best time.
It was a lot of fun. Oh, and I saw Old Faithful and the Grand Prismatic Spring and Yellowstone Falls. It was incredible.
What's the prismatic spring?
It's a large area of land where water emerges from the ground, and there's geysers all over the place, and steam and sulfur and smoke. And you know why that is, right?
No.
There is a large magma chamber from a super volcano under Yellowstone.
Oh.
In fact, the reason why there's geysers, including Old Faithful in the first place, is because of the magma. Yellowstone is a volcano. And scientists say that if Yellowstone erupts, it's going to destroy this country. It's that powerful of a volcano.
Oh my. So when was it last active then?
The last time it erupted was over hundreds of thousands of years ago, but it's still considered active.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So really, when you're in Yellowstone, you're standing in the caldera of a volcano.
Is that the center of the?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
So you would highly recommend everybody experiences it then?
Yeah, I definitely would. And, do not hunt animals. Treat them with respect. Love them.
Yes. Well, the tattoo I got is Cecil the lion that was killed, I think it was 6 years ago now. And it was a dentist from Minnesota went to Africa, and Cecil was very well known. He had a big black mane, and he killed him for bragging rights. And it just broke my heart. So I had a tattoo to commemorate him, and it actually says R.I.P. Cecil on it.
Yeah, that's
I don't understand why people would hurt animals for entertainment.
Yeah, or for sport. It's not a sport. It's
not
murder.
A sport.
It's murder.
No. Yes, it really is, and they're beautiful animals. And like you say, now you've seen them in the wild as well.
And I view them for their beauty. I mean, I didn't go near the bears, obviously, or the bison, but I admired their beauty. You shouldn't kill animals. They have every right to live on the planet as we do. Yes,
they've as much right to be here as we have. There's no difference, is there?
No difference, except the lifestyles are different, obviously.
Yes, but we have a duty of care to them.
Yeah, and I've always said, and you would probably agree with this, I think a lot of the reason that the orcas attacked people at SeaWorld was because of the stress of being captive with no purpose in life. They have mental health too.
Is that they're so incredibly bored that's causing the stress. It's worse than boredom. It's horrendous. It's like there was that elephant called the loneliest elephant in Pakistan. And it was recently, I think only last year, that it was rescued, and it's in an animal sanctuary in Cambodia. And it had been in this zoo for, I think, about 35 years by himself. So he's now being rehabilitated. And just the thought of that poor, and he had stress-related behavior, just walking up and down, up and down. So, but you're right, the orcas did attack. They must have just felt that their life wasn't worth living.
Yeah, so, they have no purpose,
Yes.
They're like, I can imagine that when they did that shows, even the one that I saw in 2014 in San Diego, they did it, but I'm sure in their minds they were thinking, where will life take me now?
Yes.
What am I doing with my life?
There just must be a hopelessness in their life that nothing's going to change. And they have to do these incredibly stupid tricks for people day after day after day. They get
no paid for it even,
Yes. I think if I think about it too much, I get very upset about how things are. So I think we can make a difference just by the fact that the way you see animals as well. It's almost like quantum physics, isn't it? When you start to make these little changes, there's like a ripple effect, I think.
Yeah, a ripple effect. And that's a good pun because we're talking about SeaWorld.
Exactly. Yes.
So that's all we have for now, but we thank you for coming on.
So thank you so much. It's always such a pleasure to talk to you. And it was a huge pleasure to meet you and your mum. And just, it was wonderful. So thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem.
Now saying goodbye.
I was thinking the same thing, but I'll see you next time I'm in LA, Angie.
Yes, please. Yeah, and when you come to LA, find somewhere else that's a brilliant that nobody knows about as well.
Yeah, like the Chinese.
That was amazing. Every time you come, you have to find another little hidden pocket of Hollywood that nobody else knows about.
Okay, so we're going to take a drive to San Diego.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you. So everybody, I'd like to thank Angie for appearing on the show, and we'll see you next week for the next episode of Relentless and Unstoppable.